Is SEO dead? We're going to talk about that this week on Event Rental Insider with Mike LeMoine from Maverick Web Marketing. So a lot of people think that if they spend lots of time on search engine optimization, usually known as SEO, they don't have to buy advertising, and I think we've pretty much dispelled that in the past, but we're here with Mike LeMoine today from Maverick Web Marketing, and something that keeps popping up in some of these social media circles is the question, is SEO dead? Has Google gotten to the point that you no longer have to really care about it because it's all about advertising and or just being found organically through Google? So what do you say about that, Mike?
Well, so I don't think SEO's dead, but I think the days of SEO being the be-all end-all are definitely dead.
Yeah.
I think that, and I think there's a perpetuation, and we've talked about this on Facebook, that SEO is free. It's not really free if you're paying somebody thousands of dollars a month,
right,
that you could potentially look at paid ads. And I think there's also, SEO is the biggest kind of black hat industry, and where so many small businesses get taken advantage of. And I know you have talked about this.
Right.
But Google, again, just recently came out with another algorithm update that slammed a bunch of small businesses because their SEO people were doing shady stuff. And it's not the business, it's the people the business is hiring and trusting.
Right.
And all of a sudden, these businesses are off of Google. So I think the days of SEO being about some magic trick or special, technique that this company knows that the other company knows are long gone. SEO is really about just really good content. And
exactly.
Google's customer is not you and I as a small business. Google's customer is the searcher. And the first question that any small business looking at doing SEO needs to ask is, does this benefit Google's customer, the searcher? Because that's what Google's asking. And so if you're doing a bunch of shady stuff and manipulative stuff, it doesn't serve their searcher, it's not going to work. It's also taking a lot longer to get ranked because of the competition and because Google's putting businesses through filters to see, does this make quality content? And so when we're looking at putting content on a website, you need videos, you need pictures, you need text, because that serves all three types of visitors to a website. And the other thing with SEO is the way Google has restructured their page. You have 4 or 5 paid ads at the top now. Then you have local search, which is only 3 businesses. It used to be 7, now it's only 3.
And that's the map area.
And that's the map area, exactly.
Yep.
And then below that, you have all the organic results. So technically, you could have the #1 organic result on Google and be 10 spots down right now. And so it's just, how effective is that versus taking that money and effort and putting it into paid ads? Now, I'll argue I think it's effective, but I think you also, as a local business, if somebody is doing SEO, you have to be focused on local search, which is your Google My Business page optimized? Are you getting reviews? Are you posting continual content? And so SEO is a game of work now. It's a game of elbow grease, and it's a game of continually putting content out more than your competition and doing the right things. But I tell our clients all the time who are coming in and want SEO that Google says it could take 6 months. It may happen a little faster or a little slower, but it's a pretty hard proposition to say plop down thousands of dollars a month with 0 results.
Right.
So what we're telling people now is, don't rely just on SEO. Paid ads is the way to go.
Put something into the advertising.
Yeah, start the advertising, figure out what's working with paid ads, make that your primary revenue generator, your primary advertising, and then take the profits from that and invest it into SEO, because SEO is a long-term game. Now, I do think there's value there, but again, it's taking a lot longer. So not dead, but it's certainly not what it used to be.
Right, yeah. My advice to customers is, there is no magic code. There's no secrets anymore that somebody is doing for you on the back end that a normal person can't figure out. It's literally just writing the text on your website. When people talk about keywords, even a lot of these SEO companies will sell it like it's
gold.
Like we're gonna do all your keywords. And in the rental industry, let's say you're renting a bounce house, it's gonna be inflatable rentals in XYZ city, and that's it, right? That was the keywords, and you just write that on your homepage, right?
Yep.
And sprinkle it throughout the site. They'll even ding you if you keyword load, which means you're writing your keywords too many times. Yeah, so to your point, I think Google is just saying, give us good content. It's our job. We have buildings full of PhDs in computer science. It's our job to find the good content and to serve it when somebody is asking for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Google wants their users to get good stuff. Google has come out and said, though, they don't want you manipulating search engines. Right. So all the SEO people, myself included, technically we are manipulating search engines.
Absolutely.
So if you're going to get into that game, it has to be done right. And the ultimate way is just really good content. And what we know is putting the keywords in and doing those things certainly gets you down the road going the right path. What we don't know is sometimes how long it could take. Right. So I know that there's SEO companies out there who only did that. The site starts ranking, and month after month after month, they're not doing anything else, and they're getting paid. Right. And that's where SEO becomes very hard and disingenuous for a small business of, are they getting what they're paying for versus they would have been ranking anyways, putting that money into ads. And so I think the SEO game is one of trust and one of you better really, really trust who you're working with, because it's a manipulative game.
I've given speeches at the Photo Booth Conference, and we've talked about it in the past that you know, the majority of the SEO companies out there are selling what I call snake oil. It's you know, because the initial setup is important. You know, making sure that somebody has added the keyword meta information, although that's becoming less and less relevant in the algorithm. But still, if you fill out all the information, you fill out your descriptions, you give good content, generally speaking, you're going to be found anyway. Right. But it still takes some work, like you said. So I think that paying somebody for an initial setup and getting things going is great. The ongoing fees that a lot of these companies charge, unless they can show you exactly what they're doing, like we really did add, you know, 50 more landing pages to your website this month, and we really did write these blog articles, although I'm not a huge fan of blogs either, but that's fine. So at least they're doing something. I think a lot of these companies are literally charging and doing nothing.
I would agree. I would agree. And I think even on looking at keywords and inserting keywords, if you go to Google on any industry and you look, everybody looks the same. They're all using the exact same keywords, nobody's standing out. So I would even argue that an SEO person is not enough. Somebody who understands kind of more direct response copy and how to write headlines and descriptions that will sell people and lead them to your website are far more valuable than just being able to plug in keywords, because that's what is really going to move the needle, is to stand out in the searches and get people to the website. And Google's tracking all that. Like, they're looking at who's getting clicks and who's not, and all those things. Because, like you said, you know, buildings full of computer scientists and PhDs making $250,000 a year and getting free childcare and hair. Like, they're watching all this stuff, you know.
Yeah, so I always tell everybody, I go, look, it doesn't matter who you hire. You know, one or two guys in a building selling SEO services are not going to outthink thousands of PhDs in California. So stop trying to trick them. Just give them what they want. That's their job, and your job is to provide the content.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, all right. Well, thank you very much for your insights. Check out some of our other videos and subscribe. Click the little bell so you get notified. We put out videos every week, and we'll see you next time on Event Rental Insider.